Nostramo was a world without dawn. Its skies were choked with black smoke, its cities lit not by sunlight, but by the glow of furnaces and neon lies. In its streets, crime ruled like a king. Murderers walked free. Corruption spread through every rank of authority, and the people learned to survive by embracing cruelty. It was here, in this endless night, that a child came screaming into existence, pale as a corpse, with eyes that gleamed like shards of midnight. He was not nurtured, not raised, but loosed into the alleys like a curse. He learned quickly, as predators do. He watched the gangs butcher the weak. He watched nobles drink the lifeblood of the city and call it law. And when the time came, he struck back. The killers who had ruled the alleys began to vanish. Their corpses returned, broken and displayed as warnings. Criminals awoke to find their leaders hanging from lampposts, throats slit, eyes gouged. Whispers spread of a shadow that stalked the guilty, a phantom who judged without trial. They called him the Night Haunter. Justice through terror. That was his creed, even as a child. He did not believe in redemption, only in fear. Nostramo bent beneath him, its criminals broken, its people terrified into obedience. But the peace was brittle, born not of virtue, but of terror. By the time the Emperor's golden light reached Nostramo, the boy had already become a monster. His name was Konrad Curze, and when he met his father for the first time, he did not kneel. He did not rejoice. He whispered instead, in a voice heavy with prophecy, "I saw my death at your hand, Father. I saw the Imperium burn. The Emperor gave him command of a legion, the 8th, who would become the Night Lords. They were shaped in his image, armed with terror as a weapon. Where others conquered through steel, Curze conquered through fear. He branded criminals with fire, flayed his enemies alive, left entire cities hanging from their walls as examples. To the Imperium citizens, it was law enforced. To his brothers, it was butchery. But Curze didn't care. He knew what they did not. The Imperium was not a dream of hope. It was a lie built on violence, and he was simply honest about it. Fear is the only truth, he told his sons, and I am its prophet. Yet his visions never left him. Every night he dreamed of blood. He saw the heresy before it began. He saw brother turning upon brother. He saw his own sons becoming murderers without cause, predators without restraint. And above all, he saw his death. A shadowed figure in the dark, a blade flashing, his heart pierced. Again and again he saw it. Inevitable, unstoppable, and so he ceased to fight it. During the Great Crusade, the cracks widened. The Night Lords became infamous, not for victories, but for atrocities. They butchered worlds not because they had to, but because they wanted to. They turned terror into art, slaughter into spectacle. Curze watched and did nothing. His prophecy was unfolding, just as he had foreseen. Why resist the inevitable? He told his brothers what he had seen. Some dismissed him as mad. Others pitied him. A few feared him. But none could deny that what he prophesied began to come true. "I am not mad," he hissed. "I am right." When Horus fell to chaos, Curze was not surprised. He had always known. He did not resist, nor did he rejoice. He simply accepted that the vision was becoming real. And as the galaxy tore itself apart, the Night Lords sank deeper into their own nature. They abandoned honor, abandoned order, and became nothing more than predators in the dark. Curze no longer commanded them. He barely tried. He wandered among the corpses of their victims like a ghost, his mind breaking, his body a shell of prophecy and despair. The Night Haunter was no longer a leader. He was a shadow, waiting for his death. But he was not entirely without purpose. Captured by his brothers, judged by the Imperium, he stood trial for his crimes. He laughed in the face of justice. "You cannot condemn me," he told his judges, "for I have only done what you are too weak to admit. I have enforced your Imperium with its true nature, terror, and all I have seen has come to pass." There was no defense, only prophecy, only inevitability. In the end, Curze welcomed what others would fear. He knew the assassin would come for him. He had seen it since the beginning, and when the blade was raised, he did not resist. He spread his arms like a martyr, eyes wide with grim satisfaction. "Do it," he whispered. "Prove me right." The blade pierced his chest. The Night Haunter fell. And with his last breath, Konrad Curze smiled, because he had always known this moment would come. What then was his legacy? He was a Primarch who sought justice and became terror, a prophet who wished to be proven wrong, but lived only to see himself proven right. A son who saw the Imperium's doom more clearly than any other, and embraced his own death as its final truth. Konrad Curze, the Night Haunter, the Primarch who could only see his own death.